Profit and sustainability rules have been a big talking point over the last week after Leicester escaped a points deduction. They won an appeal despite breaching financial rules. They got off due to a technicality, leaving the Premier League, quote, surprised and disappointed. Well, the man waiting to talk to us is Ben Pepe, who's a sports commercial advisor. Afternoon, thanks for coming in. Embarrassing for the Premier League, this?
I think they'll be surprised and disappointed, as they've outlined. I think it's a kick in the teeth in terms of the applicability of the PSR rules. Obviously, there's a lot of noise given the end of the transfer window around profits and sustainability and around the application of the rules. So I think, per their words, they're surprised and disappointed at the way they've not been able to apply them. Leicester have obviously done very well to get off and avoid the points deduction. I think there's no kind of doubting that the overspend happened. It's just the fact they've been able to align themselves with what the rule book actually said, as opposed to say a loophole. They've done very well to be able to navigate.
It was about timing, wasn't it? It was the fact that they were not technically
Correct.
in the Premier League and therefore weren't subject to their rules. That's the basis of it, isn't it?
Exactly that. So their financial year end actually got pushed back, which meant that they fell into this period where, when their accounting period would have been, they would have been members of the Premier League, but by the fact that they had pushed that back, it meant that they basically kind of fell outside of the period in which they could be charged, which is how they've got off.
OK. So do they need to change the rules so that loopholes like that can be closed? Yeah,
I mean, I think there's a number of aspects to it. So there's rules like that, and then there's also the fact that, as we've seen within the window, the fact that clubs are now having to comply with PSR in such a strict way and operating according to that means that, in line with what we've seen within the transfer window, that academy players are being sold and other things are starting to happen at clubs, which means that the rules are there for very good reason. It's just the way that they are currently implemented and the way that clubs are having to comply with them isn't exactly how they may have originally imagined it when the rules were drawn up.
In a landmark ruling that has electrified Manchester United supporters, FIFA has completed its full investigation into the controversial Bournemouth clash and taken decisive action by awarding the full 3 points to the Red Devils. The original match, which ended in a bitterly disputed 2-2 draw, has now been officially adjusted, giving Manchester United a 3-0 victory on the scoreboard and boosting their Premier League standing significantly. The controversy centered on multiple shocking refereeing and VAR decisions, including 2 denied penalties for United, one involving Amad Diallo being fouled just before Bournemouth's equaliser, and inconsistent calls that saw Harry Maguire sent off while similar incidents went unpunished. Fans and pundits labeled the officiating outrageous, prompting United to file formal complaints and FIFA to launch an independent integrity review. After thorough examination of footage and match reports, FIFA confirmed systemic errors by the referee and VAR team, leading to the rare intervention of overturning the result. This adjustment hands United 3 crucial points, helping solidify their push for Champions League qualification under Michael Carrick's impressive interim leadership, where Benjamin Šeško and others have shown. The governing body also reportedly disciplined the officials involved, with potential bans under review. For long-suffering Red Devils fans, this feels like long overdue justice in a season plagued by fine margins and officiating debates. GGMU, the spirit remains unbreakable as momentum builds. Please like and subscribe.